Today we're talking to Philip Knight about the structure of Biopaints International. Philip's the general manager of the Perth factory. Philip, do you think you could tell us something about the way Biopaints is actually organised?
Yeah, certainly. We employ about 2,000 people in all, in 2 different locations. Most people work here at our headquarters plant, and this is where we have the administrative departments, of course.
Well, perhaps you could say something about the departmental structure.
Yeah, certainly. Well, now, first of all, as you know, we've got 2 factories, one here in Perth, Australia, and the other in Singapore. Lee Boon Eng is the other general manager over there in Singapore.
And you are completely independent of each other, is that right?
Oh, yes. Our 2 plants are fairly independent. I mean, I am responsible to George Harris, the production manager, and we have to cooperate closely with Rosemary Broom, the marketing manager. But otherwise, as far as day-to-day running is concerned, we're pretty much left alone to get on with the job. And I forgot to mention finance. The finance director is Wei Min Tan. She's a very important woman, and her task is to make sure the money side of things is okay. The accountant and such people, they report to her directly.
Is that all?
Oh, no, there's personnel too.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's quite separate. Deirdre Spencer is personnel manager, and the training manager reports to her, of course.
Well, what about research and development? Isn't that a separate department?
Well, in terms of the laboratories, there are 2, one at each production plant. But it's a separate department, and it has a separate head. And that's Dr. Tarsisius Chin.
Are there any other features worth mentioning?
There's the planning department. Chow Fung is in charge of that, and purchasing department, they buy in the materials for production.
Yes, and what about the board of directors and the chairman?
Yes, well, they're at the top, aren't they, of course. I mean, a couple of the executives are directors themselves. The managing director, of course, that's Robert Leaf, and then there's...